are one ugly mother. Hey everybody, welcome back to another time-lapse video of a drawing. This one's the Predator. I love this design. This thing, when I first saw it on the screen, and just with the mask on was great, but then it showed what was underneath the mask and the mandibles. Unbelievable. So I had to draw it. I put this one on the back burner for a while, not because I didn't want to draw it, just because it was a lot of work. And hey, we have time on our hands right now. So after the alien xenomorph piece, I thought to myself, it's time to do the Predator. Now, kind of jumping ahead, we've been watching a lot of stuff on the screen. This is a fun part where it's not the pattern you expect, but when you look real close on the Predator, it kind of has like a giraffe pattern. It's the brown, but that'll get taken over with some black spots here in a little bit. I had to do the dreads, I guess we'll call them dreads, kind of separately so they didn't bleed into each other. And I did a variety of just light browns and dark browns, because all of that base color, as you can see now as we're into it, it's all being painted over. So it's just the layers have to be under there, so when it does peek out, you see the slight gradients. And here's more of the just patterns on his head. My goodness, I felt like I just painted a bunch of organized dots all the time. But that's his look. That's what made him really cool. And it's funny, the brown spots fall back once you look at all the detail of the black spots being pulled in. It was so apparent before. I remember looking at it as I was on the drawing table, but now it fades back because the black's so stark. Not a lot of fun watching me paint the dreads just because it's so not noticeable, and the piece just draws you in with the detail in the center line. Yellowing up the teeth, getting that detail in there. That pinks, but not overly done. Pinks and dark reds in the mouth, and blending that in. And that was also fun doing the necklace, like all the little skulls, not the skulls, the little bones, I guess, from different animals and whatever he's hunted. Spikes on the head. Yeah, now once you get the black in the eyes, he starts staring at you a little more. That's super fun. And the eyes are just subtle. I, again, save them for last. These are just, it looks too bright, but again, that's the color that I kind of let dry, and then I detail over it. And there's a little bit of blue, some blue and some yellow in his eyes. It's harder to see once you're looking at it from this point of view, but once I finish up, I'll kind of zoom in and see the final piece. I stopped it so you have to constantly watch me paint the dreads, because that's not fun, but I spent a lot of time on them. But so here he is, the Predator, Jungle Hunter, from the first Predator movie with Arnold. I love this thing. I love that it came out like it did. I love this movie, and it's been fun to watch. I like rewatching these movies right before I paint, and it gets me really excited to get started on the art. So real cool one. Again, one day we'll be out there. We'll be able to talk about this in person at cons. But until then, hope you're well. Talk to you soon.